What's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. Obviously, UFC Fight Night, Paris, Gane versus Tuivasa just happened, and yeah, very good card. Very surprised me in a lot of ways, especially some of the fights. I got a few wrong, but I got quite a good right as well. Most of them right, so positive records, always good. Obviously, I'm always aiming to get the perfect one every single time, but it's MMA, everything's unpredictable, so I went for some risky bets on this pick, so it's to be expected. Made some money though, so it's all good. So anyway, we'll get straight into it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I missed the first two fights. I was watching some of the WWE, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, from what I gathered, Stephanie Egger gets the job done by second round rear naked choke. I think I said she'd get the decision win, but she gets the finish in the second round. Aylin Perez obviously can't work right now, so she has going for it. But yeah, good win by Stephanie Egger. I told you guys she'd be a very tough test. It was an easy bet. I told you she'd be an extremely tough test for any newcomer, especially coming through. So it was a great win by Stephanie Egger. Moving on up the card. Next fight on the card was Khalid Taha versus Christian Quinones. I went with Christian Quinones getting the... I'm not going to lie. I haven't got my notes on me. I don't know where I chucked them, but... I can't remember where I picked him by. I think it was by TKO. I can't really remember, but... I mean... Sorry, I guess I'll close the door. But yeah, it was apparently it was a good fight. Like I said, I missed the first two fights, but I seen the knockout. It was a first round knockout. But yeah, it was good. I caught him right on the chin as he dived in, got him down, and I don't know if it was an early stoppage. I don't know, but it was good. It seemed like a good fight though for as long as it lasted. So good job by Christian Quinones. Moving on up the card, right? Every single fight from the year on out I did see. So yeah. Benoit Saint Denis versus Gabriel Miranda. This was one of my wild picks. I just had this feeling that if Gabriel Miranda survived the first round, I had this feeling that he was going to come back and win the second and third and get a 29-28. That's not what happened. Gabriel Miranda did survive the first round, but he got TKO'd in the second. Brilliant performance by Benoit Saint Denis. Did a very good job of hurting Gabriel Miranda at the right times. I don't see him being anything special at lightweight though, both of them. I really don't. But, I mean, it was a good fight though. Gabriel was doing some good work in the first round before he got dropped. But, yeah, it was pretty good though. Benoit did really well to keep the fight as far away out of Miranda's reach as possible, especially in the second round. So, yeah, good job to Benoit Saint Denis. And, yeah, I got it wrong. It's all good. Another fight I got wrong. Farisiam versus Mikhail Figlak. I went with Mikhail Figlak by... I went with a unanimous decision. But he's the one that lost by unanimous decision. He lost 30-27 in my opinion. Pretty clear. The judging was a bit iffy tonight on giving somebody a round when they shouldn't have had it. It was weird. But yeah, great performance by Farisiam. Really good performance. I mean, he's improved a lot since that... Terence McKinney fight. I always forget Terence McKinney's fucking name. I don't know why. He's not somebody you should forget. Like, I picture his face. I see his face, and I still forget his name. It's crazy. That's how shit I am with names. I recognize faces like that, but I'm so shit with names. I could forget, like, fucking Vittori's name or something like that, and I'm looking right at him. But yeah. Ever since he lost to Terence McKinney, he's really improved, and especially on the ground, he's really improved. Mikhail Figlak could not really get him down, and when he did, Farasiam just swept him over, reversed the position. Beautiful performance by Faraz. It was a bit of a strength and weight advantage in a way, but still, no excuses from Mikhail Figlak's side, man. He got outstruck, out-grappled. It is what it is, man. Hopefully he comes back stronger. I don't know, though, he didn't look special, but is what it is. But yeah, good performance. That's two wrong in a row. Onto a fight I did get right. John McDessie versus Nasrat Haqparast. I went with Nasrat Haqparast getting a 29-28 decision. In my opinion, he won 30-27, unanimous. Really good performance by Nasrat, man. He scraped the first round, in my opinion, like scraped it. But the second and third round, he clearly won the second and third. He really started to open up, started to land his shots. He looks a lot quicker He looks a lot quicker. He looks like he's been clearly working on his footwork a lot more. And I know he said he was injured against Bobby Green or something like that, but it's no excuses. It's no shame losing to Dan Hooker and Bobby Green back to back, man. Do you know what I mean? They have very, very high level fighters. Bobby Green should be in the top 15, and Dan Hooker was a top 10 lightweight. So it's no shame losing to him. But yeah, Haqparast has clearly worked on his footwork because his footwork was really crisp and great. His hand speed had tremendously improved. He's always had good boxing with good kicks. And yeah, John McDessie just really couldn't get going. He landed decent shots in between here and there. But it was just Nasrat really forcing John McDessie to make mistakes and come to him. And Nasrat dropped John McDessie. I can't remember if it was the second or third round, but he did drop him. And yeah, man, it was a beautiful performance by Nasrat. He did really well. He did exactly what he needed to do. And yeah, great decision win by him. Moving on up the card, Abbas Magomedov versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I went with Abbas Magomedov getting the third round TKO. He ends up getting it done in the first round. Not really much to go off of. He threw a front kick straight into Dustin Stoltzfus' face. Dustin literally deep-throated Abbas's toes. And yeah, he backed up against the cage because he was a bit wobbled. And then Abbas just went up to him, landed a couple of shots, dropped him, and just piled on the shots until the ref pulled him off. I mean, great performance by Abbas. Knocked out Dan Hardy clearly, but no, I'm joking. But he sorry, not Dan Hardy, Tom Hardy. He knocked out Tom Hardy. It's because Dustin looks like Tom Hardy, but yeah, Abbas really did exactly what he needed to do. It was a great knockout by him. And yeah, he looks scary, man. He's another Magomedov that's gonna piss me off because Magomedov's pissed me off. But nah, he's not. He's a great striker. He doesn't rely on his grappling too much. So I mean, he's a good Magomedov. But yeah, even though I criticize Khabib all the time, and I think that he's very overrated, and he's nowhere near the greatest of all time. At least when he did take people down, he was constantly ground and pounding and trying to finish the fight constantly. And like, Bilal Muhammad, you know what I mean? So it's good job by Abbas, so yeah, well done. On to another one. I told you guys, Charles Jourdain versus Nathaniel Wood. I fucking told you. Everybody was picking Charles Jourdain. I told you Nathaniel Wood would win that shit, bro. I knew it. He gets a unanimous decision win. I think it was 2:30-27, 1:29-28. In my personal opinion, I thought he won 30-27. Beautiful performance by Nathaniel Wood. Well, not beautiful. It was a scrappy win where they were just in a phone booth, like right up against each other's face, throwing leg kicks, throwing shots. And Nathaniel Wood landed more often. And surprisingly, considering he was the smaller guy, he was the one that was hurting Charles Jourdain at times when he was landing. So, beautiful performance by Nathaniel Wood. If anybody thought he was too small or didn't belong, man, I mean, he just went up against somebody that was clearly bigger than him. And he beat him fair and square. And the thing is, though, is like, Charles Jourdain isn't the biggest featherweight, but, I mean, if you put a bigger featherweight again against Nathaniel Wood, well, Nathaniel was just going to be even quicker, isn't he, really, in theory? So, yeah... beautiful performance, man. Charles Jourdain did bring him, man. He looked a bit off, but that's not to take away from Nathaniel Wood. Did exactly what he needed to do, and yeah, everybody's picking Charles Jourdain, which was logical in a way, but logically Nathaniel Wood was the better one to pick because I knew that his chin would hold up at 145. I knew it would, and I knew for a fucking fact, not only would his chin hold up, I knew that if they got in the pocket, I know Nathaniel Wood would be quicker. I didn't know that he would be a lot more powerful than him, but I knew he would be quicker. So beautiful performance by Nathaniel Wood. But yeah, man, it was a great performance. Sorry, my PC just went funny. But yeah, it was a great performance. I'm trying to think of like matchups for Nathaniel Wood, but like, I mean, right, wherever UFC, if you're listening, any of the PR team, any of the matchmakers, anything, right? Listen to me. Do not put Nathaniel Wood against Julian Erosa. Please. Please. Because Julian Erosa is trash. But for some reason, he beats prospects. I don't know why. I'll take you through his record now. Julian Erosa. Right? For some reason, he beats weird prospects, right? And he's trash. Yeah, whatever. But yeah. So, for some reason, right, he came in, lost to Devontae Smith, lost to Grant Dawson, and then lost to Julia Arce. And then he picks up he gets a win, gets back into the UFC. Then he gets a win over Sean Woodson somehow. Don't know how. Bravo joke. And then he beats Nate the Train! He beats Nate the fucking Train. Ow! He beat Nate the Train. He loses the Songway Choi, he gets knocked the fuck out. And then he beats Charles Jourdain and Steven Peterson. And the thing is, right, like, he struggles against people like Steven Peterson, but he finished Charles Jourdain. So whatever you do, don't put Nathaniel Wood because he's a prospect. For some reason, Julian Rosa can beat prospects. Don't put Nathaniel Wood against Julian Rosa. But what I would match him up against, you could put the winner of, was it Hakeem Dawodu? Canadian kickboxer. Well, he's not kickboxer, is he? Right. UFC 279. Yeah, he's got Julian Rosa. Now, what I would say is, if Hakeem wins, give him Nathaniel Wood. If Julian Rosa finds a way to win, don't give him Julian Rosa. We need to find a different matchup for him. But other than that, great performance by Nathaniel Wood. Well done, bro. Well done, bro, mate. Next one on the card was William Gomez versus John O'Aarons. I went with William Gomez getting a 29-28. He ends up getting a 29-28, I think, or 30-27, something like that. I believe he won 29-28. But, man, good performance. John O'Aarons, bro, he's really fucking good. And he did a lot better than what people thought he was going to do. He did very fucking well. And the thing is, he almost submitted Gomez in the third, but Gomez is just tough as fuck, bro. Just wasn't willing to tap and eventually got out at the end of the round. And, bro, he's a good fighter, man, but, like, his striking needs to tighten up a bit. Like, he's one of those fighters where he likes to do momentum ones. Was it the way, do like Blood Diamond, you know, that trash teammate of Gane Sanya, where basically he throws a strike, and as he throws a strike, he basically swings and overswings on purpose, because then as he overswings, he brings up his right high kick over straight after it and just follows through with it. That's kind of how William Gomez was striking. Well, not exactly how William Gomez was striking, but he did it a lot better. Great grappling, really out-grappled John O'Aarons. Very strong, considering how skinny he is for featherweight. So, yeah, beautiful job, man. Good win by William Gomez. Next fight on the card is Alessio Jacirco versus Roman Kopylov. I went with Roman Kopylov getting a third round TKO, and that's exactly what he did. I believe that Roman Kopylov was on his way to lose in the first round, but eventually stole it right at the end by landing a couple of really good shots which wobbled Alessio and really hurt him and set him back against the cage, Roman. But Roman was lucky to win that round because Roman was getting pieced up by Alessio, and it's not because of skill, it's just because he just was trying to, he kind of fights like a massive, like a fucking, he looks like Chase Hooper, man, but he was kind of fighting like Piotr Jan, where he's just like reading, so he's allowing himself to lose that first round, and he's just reading him, and then, but eventually he got really good reads at the end of the first and started landing big shots on Alessio and really hurting him, and that's how I gave him that on damage. Just about scraped it. He just about scraped the second round as well, but he was dominating in the third and got the KO over Alessio. He got him up against the cage, landed a massive shots. Alessio's hands went all the way down because he was so hurt, and Roman Kopylov just unloaded, and Alessio face plants into the canvas. So, yeah, I mean, good performance. Paul Felder made me laugh because on the commentary, he was like, "Why is his hands down? He's out! Oh my God! Why was his hands down?" Bro. Paul Felder makes me laugh, bro. Because, like, I don't think Paul Felder can relate, because Paul Felder's never been wobbled in his entire UFC career. He never even been, like, let alone put down. Like, he never been wobbled. He had a granite chin in his career. And I don't think he realizes what it's like when you get hurt that bad and your hands just go down because your brain is about to shut off and you're trying to stay in there and your hands are down, you can't quite bring them up. Like, I think he understands, but it was funny as fuck. You're in there live. It was, "Why is his hands down? Put your hands up. Oh, he's out." He's like, as if he's going like, "What a fucking idiot, man." I love Paul Felder, man. I love him, bro. But yeah, great performance by Roman Kopylov. Third round TKO. Well, third round KO. Next fight on the card. Nasruddin Imavov versus Joaquin Buckley. I went with Joaquin Buckley winning a 29-28 unanimous decision. No, split decision, I think. But Nasruddin Imavov gets it done by 29-28 unanimous decision. Yeah. The size difference between the two, like, I didn't realize how big Imavov was. Like, he is massive for that division. It just goes to show how big Phil Hawes is, because Phil Hawes, like, I don't think Phil Hawes is as tall as him, but Phil Hawes is huge middleweight, man. Like, it made me realize how big Phil Hawes is, because Nasruddin looked really skinny compared to Phil Hawes. But against Joaquin Buckley, he was a massive guy, like the Mike Tyson of the division, where he's, coming in like that, and he's massive. Like, he made Joaquin Buckley look small, and I know the height difference had to do with it. Have they got the exact height here? Yeah, I don't want to say the fucking fight, bro. But honestly, like, the size difference was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, great performance by Nasruddin, man. Clearly won the first 2 rounds. I think Buckley clearly won the third. Pushed at massive pace, bro. Even collapsed on the floor after the third because he was so fucking exhausted. But yeah, beautiful. Well, not beautiful. It was just a really good performance by Nasruddin. Did exactly what he needed to do. Got the job done. And yeah, Joaquin Buckley got his heart, man. He really pushed in that third round. And yeah, I know the best is yet to come for him. He's not the best skill-wise, but his power really carries through. So yeah. But yeah, great performance by Nasruddin, man. Honestly, great performance. Moving on up the card. I went, Robert Whittaker versus Marvin Vettori. I went with Robert Whittaker winning a very, very dominant 30-27 decision, unanimous. And that's exactly what Robert Whittaker gets down. Robert the Reaper Whittaker. Exactly what I called. Literally, Vettori is a slower, bigger version of Kelvin Gastelum. And that's exactly what Robert Whittaker showed. Beautiful performance by Robert Whittaker. And Vettori's chin is still... He's got pound for pound the best chin in UFC history, man. Like, the shots he's taken, bro, is unbelievable. But yeah, Whittaker humbled him all, man. Like, Whittaker dominated from start to finish, man. Landing beautiful low kicks, body kicks, head kicks. Just really mixing everything up and just getting everything done the way he wanted it to get done. It was just a beautiful performance, man. Like, honestly, beautiful performance by Robert Whittaker, man. He really shone through in this fight and showed that he's very game and he's very, very dangerous. Like, this should have been him defending his title against somebody else. Like I said, this fight should have happened, but it is what it is, man. Like, Robert Whittaker, he's a fucking beast. Should be the champ. He got robbed of a decision against Adesanya, but yeah, beautiful performance. All way to bounce back like that, man. And beautiful performance. Really put it on Vettori, man. Hurt him a lot of times as well. I thought Robert could have pushed it a little bit more when he hurt Vettori. For some reason, he weren't pushing. But obviously, it was clearly intentional because he got the decision win. So I know he was trying to get Marvin out there, though. Maybe he was just being cautious. I don't know. But yeah, literally beautiful performance, man. It's just what you like to see. A very technical guy doing that. It's beautiful to see. But yeah, where to go from this middleweight division, man? Like, obviously, because he got robbed against Adesanya and he got 1 win. Under my rules, if you guys have been a follower of the channel for a very long time, you know I don't like one fight win streak title shots. The only time I will accept that is if a person got robbed, or only if a person got robbed of it, or like it was an illegal finish, or they clearly won the decision, or like something dodgy happens, or an injury and they have to stop it or something like that, like in that type of way. So that's why I was fine with Colby Covington getting the title shot after 1 win. So like, say like they get robbed in a way, well yeah, they need to get 1 win bounce against either a guy in the top 5 or the top 10, either one, and then he can get his title shot. Because obviously Colby got robbed against Usman in the first fight. It was an illegal finish. Usman was faking nut shots, eye pokes the entire time. That's why Carmen caught up to him and boom, Leon Edwards. Headshot, done. Pound for pound. But yeah, honestly, it was a beautiful performance, man. Like, thing is, it's like, but yeah, sorry, I was talking about Colby winning, and then Colby obviously beat Woodley, who was in the top 5, by the way, only on a 2-fight losing streak, and he was in the top 5. Colby won fair and square, deserved the title shot, got it, and fought to a draw. So yeah, but yeah, Whittaker got a win now. He got robbed in his last fight, so I mean, running it back with Adesanya, third fight is inevitable, and I will definitely pick Whittaker to win that. So yeah, great performance by Robert Whittaker. Anyway, next fight on the card. Cyril Gane versus Tai Tuivasa. I picked Cyril Gane getting a 4th round TKO. He ends up getting it done in the 3rd, a round earlier than I predicted. What a fight, man. A lot closer than what I thought. The first round was clearly Cyril Gane. Like, it was, he was doing a lot of body shots, which was smart against somebody like Tai Tuivasa. And, man, those Samoans are tough, bro. Those Samoan Australian guy, so tough, bro. But yeah, like, Cyril Gane was landing beautiful shots in the first. Pretty standard first round for Cyril Gane. Second round is where it gets a bit spicy. Tai Tuivasa dropped Cyril Gane in the second round. Cyril Gane actually went out as he was falling down, and I think he walked back up just before he hit the fence, and before he hit the cage, like, and he got back up and actually hurt Tai Tuivasa. Didn't drop him, but hurt him with kicks to the body. Tai Tuivasa was like hunching over because you could tell it was hurting him, because Cyril Gane was really putting those kicks into his body, man. And yeah, beautiful performance. Beautiful round there, but Tai takes it based on damage. And then third round, Cyril Gane really pulls the pressure on Tai Tuivasa, landing good shots. And Tai is so tough, bro, taking those body kicks like that. And eventually, he swings heavy for Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane gets out the way, throws a right hand of his own, really turns back like the head. Hear that click? Woo! But yeah, that's how he does it against Tai. Tai's really hurt, wobbly like that. Cyril Gane does land a back of the head shot like that, but like, come on, it wouldn't have affected the KO because he landed a big shot, which was dropping Tuivasa anyway, which basically put him out. So that doesn't really do much. And then he lands another one, makes sure he goes down for good. 2 or 3 hammer fists when he's down. Ref pulls him off. Great performance by Cyril Gane. Didn't directly call out Ngannou, but like I said, this is another case of this is a 1-fight win streak, I will grant, because he got robbed against Francis Ngannou. He got robbed. He clearly won 3-2, like Whittaker clearly won 3-2 against Adesanya. So, yeah, Cyril Gane deserves the title shot, running up with Ngannou for the second time, and and I will be picking Cyril Gane in that. So yeah, great performance though. It was a really great card, guys. A lot of people slept on this card, but it was a really good card. Makes me second guess myself sleeping on the UFC 279 card, but I'm still gonna. It's a good card though. It's a good card, but not good enough to be a pay-per-view. But I won't sleep on it. Obviously, this is my job. I'm gonna watch them. But yeah, yeah, great card though. Great performance by the winners, man. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please run up all my videos. Rack the views up, rack the likes up. And if you're new, please subscribe, man. I really appreciate anybody new that comes over and all the existing people that are here. Yeah, I mean, only had 26 subscribers, man. But if 26 people walked in here right now, then that'd be great. You know what I mean? 26 people in here support me. So I'm appreciative for every single one of you. Thank you so much for everything. But yeah, obviously, hopefully get more content soon. The MMA world should be non-dry now to this. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate the love and stuff. Like and subscribe. My TikTok is Keep It Real Edits. This is Keep It Real MMA. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.